And now, because this is the last survival before the summer break, and until some new guys come here and continue organizing the events, it's time, I believe, to hear the organizers of this event. So I will introduce for you the last speech of the evening. Please give a warm applause to Alba and Danilo.
Thank you, Dani.
You're welcome. So first of all, we should introduce ourselves. So I'm Danilo. I'm coming from Serbia.
I'm Alba, coming from Spain, as you will know from my accent and maybe for the fact that I'm trying to kiss you and hug you all the time.
And because I just shake hands with you, so you can guess which country are we coming from. So yes, as we said, first of all, how we actually ended up here. As I told you, I'm coming from Serbia, from one small city named Bor, on the east of the country. I'm 28 years old. I'm a psychologist, and as all young guys are struggling with the problem of finding a job here or in other countries in Europe, I also had a problem to find a job after finishing my studies. But actually I learned that you don't need to waste your time and that you can use the free time that you have to do something for yourself. So I started working on the projects, visiting, going on workshops, meeting new people, finding new opportunities, and I heard about EVS, and I was sure that going on a program such as like that, you can become a better person, you can learn a lot of new things, you can improve yourself, you can meet a lot of great people, share with them something, take something from them. So I was sure this is the good thing for me in that moment. And 1 year after being on this program, I can tell you that I was right. So that's how I ended up here, and I started living with this girl.
Well, as everyone knows, I'm Alba from Spain, and I studied political science. I can totally assure you that I'm not as boring as I can be. Well, Martin also, yeah, you know. We are quite cool, no? I mean, political science is such a radiant career.
The best topic ever.
Yeah.
You have to do some stuff on the side.
True.
Yeah.
So, okay, I finished. I'm 28 years old. I think I told you. I'm super old, yeah. But apparently, yeah, I don't look like, so that's cool. When I finished my degree, actually, I started a master. And after that, I was working in Madrid for 3 years. And when my contract finished, I was like, okay, what the fuck, what I'm gonna do with my life? So then I already knew about the EBS, and I wanted to do it before I was too old. So it was like, okay, now or never. So let's go to find some project. And then I was looking for a while for a project that I liked, and that's how I find their call. I applied. In the 42 Foundation, they do an interview with me, and I had the chance to meet Diana, our supervisor. She's not here now because she's in Bologna. But I had a really nice Skype with her, and she was amazing. I totally fell in love with her. And Diana, if you're seeing this, we love you so much. And no, actually, it was really nice. I was super nervous, and she was super nice with me. And then I had the chance to meet Dani on Facebook, and we talked, and it was really, really nice. So I decided to accept their offer, and I came here. So that's more or less how I ended up here. And for me, coming from Spain, as you can think, as you can imagine, it was quite a cultural shock. Yeah, it was. Okay, so just for you, more or less, to have the picture, for the first 2 months here, I was under the impression that I was sexually erased everyone. Because I was like, hey, I'm Alba from Spain, like kissing, and hugging, and then you can feel the fear in their eyes. Yeah, no, I mean, for you it's super funny, but for me it was like, what the fuck? Why these people is looking at me like that, no? And yeah. But Okay, anyway, that's how Bulgarian and Eastern people are. It's not only about Bulgarians, also Serbians.
Then I shake.
Yeah, here for the first time in my life, I shake hands with a woman. I already shake hands with a man, you know, in job interviews and everything was like, hey, I'm Alba, blah, blah, blah. And nice to meet you, but no, here it was the first time actually in my life, in 27 years old, that I was shaking hands with a woman. It was super weird, but whatever. And so, yeah. That's like the first impression, no? Like Bulgarians are super hard to get and they are super close, and I'm from Spain and I'm from the south of Spain also, so it's quite weird. But also I have to say another things about Bulgaria, and maybe in Spain we have the cliché that we are super late, but no, but people who think that they don't fucking know Bulgarian. I remember. Yeah. I can tell. That's another time zone, no? And for sure they have it. It's like one day I remember I was telling Graham actually a few minutes ago. One day I told them I met some friends. I told them, okay, so I'm gonna be like 20 minutes late because I have to do some things and everything. So you go and then I will meet you. Okay, we will see you. And then I was 20 minutes late, and I arrived to this bar, and no one was there. I was like, okay, so I text them like, guys, are you still here? I mean, are you dead or something? I'm here, did you change the bar or whatever? And they told me, no, don't worry. I met like with 5 people. And they told me, no, but don't worry, we didn't get there. I was like, but I'm 20 minutes late. And I have to wait for another 45 minutes. So, if someone in your life, that's for Spanish people, yeah, I'm seeing you. If someone ever told you, Spanish people are so late, well, you can tell them I'm Bulgarian. Because really, it's another time zone.
So Bulgarians are trying to trick the time, and actually for me it was interesting. I was expecting to be more or less the same life here, like in Serbia, so more or less it's the same. But the funny thing is that we actually like to trick the regulations and the law. I don't know if it's the same in all Europe, but here for sure. So like we were traveling one day to Varna, and we just bought the tickets and we entered the train, but we didn't check the class, so we bought the tickets for the second class, and we entered the first class, we saw the numbers, and we just sit down. And it was empty, only 2 of us in the coupe of the wagon, so it was super. And then the controller guy came and he asked for the tickets, and we showed the tickets, and he said, okay, sorry guys, but this is for the second class, you need to go there. And I said, okay, I will just go to check the places, and of course, in the second class it was full, so we didn't have space, nothing, and I came back and I asked, okay, so if we want to stay here, how much money we need to give? And he said, you need to pay extra additional fee, it's 9 leva per person. And I said, okay. And then I was thinking, okay, let's try the Serbian trick. So, okay, guy, you know, it's 2 of us, we are going to the seaside, we don't need actually the ticket, the piece of paper. So can we just give you 15 leva and you can close one of your eyes and let us stay here. And you could see in the eyes of that guy, like watching the money, and then watching us, and then watching the door, like, you know, oh, money. Well, you know, maybe there will be control, so, okay, I will come back and you can think about it. And we were just waiting the reaction, and he came back and he said, well, guys, I have information, then I will have the control, so sorry, I need to give you the tickets, you need to pay the full price. So it was interesting for me because if he will not have the control, he will take the money. And also, one day my sister was here and we bought the suitcase, and there are some rules when you can give back the goods that you bought or to change it, but it was from Tuesday until Friday, and she had the flight on Monday. So I went to the store and we said, okay, like, sorry, the situation is like that, she needs to fly, so can we just change it now? And the girl said, no, only from Tuesday to Friday, so you need to come tomorrow. I said, okay, but she has the flight tonight, so please, like, I can come tomorrow if you need to sign something or change the date in the system and so on. And he said, no, today only the goods that are broken. Is that broken? I said, no, it's completely new suitcase, everything is okay. And then the guy that was working with her looked at me and said, are you sure it's not broken? And I said, no, no. And it was raining, so we even cleaned it with the wipe. Yeah, with the paper. So I gave him the suitcase, he took it, opened it, take the keys from the pocket.
Oh my god.
And he looked like this and just, oh, you didn't see, it's broken here. And I said, okay, sorry, I just didn't see that part. So it's broken, can we change it now? And he said, yes, now we can change it. So I really love this part about Bulgaria. So when you have the chance to break the rules or regulations, you will do it and everyone will be happy. So yeah, it was nice thing. And she mentioned the schedule and the Bulgarians are late. Living with her, that's interesting. But for sure, we don't have time to share everything. But one thing that is important is to know the Spanish schedule. So when we were making deals about meeting or going somewhere, it was a bit different. For example, Alba, can we go this evening? I don't know, to the cinema. Yes, we can check the movies. And I was checking the movies after 6 o'clock, so 6, 7, 8 p.m. And then she came and said, oh, okay, we can go tonight to the movies. We have this movie at 11 p.m. Alba, not so late, like in the evening. Dani, what is evening for you? And I said, well, after 6, 7 until 10, 11. Ah, no, for me that's afternoon. I said, okay, but then what is morning for you? And I said, 8, 9 in the morning, like until 10 maybe? Ah, no. Morning is from 10 up to 12 or 1, and after 1 is a lunchtime until 4. So I realized that actually you need to know what is the meaning of some word in some other countries. And also I realized one more funny thing, that first few months I was thinking that I was living in a garden, because I realized the Spanish people are eating garlic a lot. But when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Like I'm entering every time in the kitchen and I'm smelling the garlic, like even in my room. And I think something is happening, and then Alba is coming. No, what are you doing, Alba? I'm just cooking a bit. Okay, but I'm smelling so much garlic, and she's taking 2 pieces. No, I'm putting just a bit. So that's how I realized that they're eating garlic a lot. And like living with her was really nice experience. I had the chance to learn nice things about Spain and Spanish people, also some funny things, and I'm really happy that they made a team of 2 of us. And it was a really nice experience.
Actually,
she's an amazing person, just to mention.
Well, about the garlic maybe, but the time schedule is something that we have to unite all Europe. Because for me, I mean, if you tell me afternoon at 4, for me 4 is not afternoon, but whatever. Anyway, living with Dani, it was also kind of challenging sometimes. Because I realized that actually, yeah, we are all from Europe and blah blah blah, you know, everything together, but that's not fucking true. I mean, we are really different. And something that I realized living here, it was about the food. I'm sorry if I talk a lot about the food, because actually I realized that Latin people, we talk about the food all the time. And Selene can okay, it's true, we really love food. So for me, the food issue, it's something that it's happening. One day, we were going to the office, and sometimes when I don't have any time for cooking, I'm just going by the shop and I'm just buying some tomatoes or something like that for make a salad. So then he was like, okay, so what do you have for lunch today? And I was like, well, I have this salad. And he was like, but that's salad. And he was like, yeah, for sure, like, for lunch. And he was like, no, but for lunch. And I was like, well, salad? And he was like, no, For lunch.
Come on, guys, it's salad.
And I was like, no. And no, I'm not exaggerating this time. We had this conversation like for 15 minutes. Like this. For lunch. Salad. No, but for real. Lunch. Salad. No, I'm talking about meat. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna eat meat today. And he was like, but that's not lunch. And then I realized that actually, yeah, in this part of Europe, if you don't have some meat, it's not salad. I mean, it's not lunch. It's just what it is. And actually, yeah, sometimes it's neither salad if you don't have any meat. But yeah, it was super funny. And also, I realized that, well, maybe in that case we are different, but also sometimes it's just funny. I remember one day, and I was working at home. For those that you know me and you have me on Facebook, you will know everything because I'm posting a lot of things about Danny. He's more or less my topic.
She made me famous?
Yeah, make me famous. He's my favorite topic on Facebook, and yeah, that's true. And I was working on my computer, and then I start smelling rakia, and it was like, what the fuck? And I see Danny cleaning the table, and I was like, Danny, are you cleaning the table with rakia? And I was like, for sure. And I was like, why the fuck are you doing that? And I was like, well, you know, rakia is cool. Rakia is for cleaning things and everything. I was like, what? And then he said something that I will remember all my life, and he said this sentence. You know, rakia is great. Rakia, it's nice for cleaning everything. It can clean your table, your body, your soul. And I can totally assure you that I will have this sentence. I will take it to my grave, because for me it was amazing. Another day, he got his finger and he was cleaning the cat with rakia.
It's good for disinfection.
And that is fucking true. So yeah, living with Danny, it was an endless kind of fun, and it was really nice, actually.
It's good to hear this.
Yeah.
And we will not cry. We'll stay in touch, friends until end of our life. But we were living together, but we were living in Bulgaria, so we actually mentioned some funny and bad things about Bulgaria. But we also would like to finish this with some nice words about the country, because the country is really beautiful. And if you're considering Bulgaria, you can say that it's one open country, and it's open for all people. Like, doesn't matter from which country you're coming from. You will always find here a place for you. A lot of people that will welcome you and help you and be your friends. Doesn't matter if you're speaking Bulgarian or not. Also, as a country, as you all know, there are a lot of beautiful places to go, to visit, to enjoy every kind of life here. Go to the seaside, to the mountains, go to the nightclubs, doing some extreme sports, just chilling out, drinking coffees all day. Like coffees, Bulgarian coffees, sorry Selene, but you know, day by day they will learn what is the real coffee. So it's a really nice place, and it's a country that is growing, and if I need to recommend someone to come here to live, for sure I will do it, and I'm pretty sure that that person will enjoy the country here.
In my case, well, 1 year here it was a lot, but it wasn't enough actually. And even though I can talk a lot about Bulgaria and about Bulgarians, I can talk about how hard for me it's to go in a restaurant and try to make the waiter smile. I can talk about how, that's something that I really love about Bulgarians. If you tell them that you don't speak Bulgarian, they will speak Bulgarian to you, but really loud and super slow. And it's like, that was what was failing. Thank you very much. Now I totally understand Bulgarian. And yeah, I can talk a lot about the humor, how different is the humor here. Guys from Spain, from South America, it's super, super different. I can really talk a lot about Bulgarian and Bulgarians. But For me, Bulgaria, actually, it was super nice. I learned a lot, and this I'm more or less going to read it because I don't want to miss anything. But I learned how to do a normal life with rain and snow because I'm from the south of Spain, so for sure we don't have that much rain, and for sure we don't have snow. And I learned how to do my normal life here. I learned how to improve Spanish tortilla with glutenitsa, and yeah, and it's pretty cool. Fuck it, it's amazing. I learned also that megizzi with jamon serrano, it's super cool.
Yeah, we were inventing some recipes here.
Yes, totally. I learned about martenitsa, and for sure this is something that I will take to Spain, and I will teach to everyone because it's an amazing tradition, and I really, really love it. And as you can see, it's June, and I still have them, some of them. The other they are in the Boyana waterfall, by the way. So it's really nice. I learned how to hitchhike here because in Spain it's forbidden, and I also learned how to pronounce this fucking word because hitchhiking for me, I don't know why, it's so difficult to pronounce, but I learned it too. And I learned that apparently I'm such a Spanish girl. They told me a lot here, I don't know why, but they told me a lot, maybe it's because of the loud and everything. And I also learned how to melt Bulgarian hearts, and I learned how to make them smile, and I learned how to make them close to me. And I don't know, I think that maybe this year made me just the better version of me. And actually Bulgaria, I'm gonna have you all the time here. I got yesterday a tattoo. So thank you very much, guys. It was amazing. It was a really amazing experience.
Yes, we really enjoyed the last year here, the events, meeting all of you, and like everything. So we hope that you also enjoyed our events, and follow our page, stay tuned. SurvivalBG, all of you, you're surviving here in Bulgaria, and let's survive together next 100 years.